I wasn't there. You know, I ain't have nothing to do with that. They made a song together called Not Guilty. Anybody that knows what happened to my girl that me should not be home.
I just happen to come up hard. I just come from the poet's part. Legal or illegal, baby, I never bright like city life. I gotta make it. It's a big rich town.
I just want to have a word with him. Talk to him, walk. No, it's like, man, I'm fidgeting in your car. First, you ask questions first, and you ask questions later. You just met. I'm always right. It's like when I'm right, I'm right. And when I'm wrong, I could have been right. So I'm still right, because I could have been wrong.
Say it again.
Right, I'm right. When I'm wrong, I could have been right. So I'm still right, because I could have been wrong. I could be wrong right now, but I'm right.
Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to Since Day One. Before we get into this video today about Diddy Combs as well as Britney Spears and Jay-Z, and also today we have in attendance Meek Mill and Mary J. Blige, the Kardashians, DJ Khaled, Reverend Al Sharpton, Bishop T.D. Jakes, Naomi Campbell, Kim Porter, Beyonce, Neo, Lou Taylor, Nicki Minaj, Kris Jenner, and last but not least, we have Tupac and Biggie Smalls. And before we get into this video today, you guys go ahead and like the video, comment down below, and if you are new, smash that subscribe button to take flight with us.
Fake love, I don't need it, you can keep it as a fake. I had to make up my mind. I took that weight on my shoulders. I done been down for
More grooming and manipulation. Bun B, who did Check on It with Beyonce, did an interview explaining how Jay-Z called during filming for the video and had all the men kicked off the set. Jay-Z's own insecurities caused him to control what Bae was doing. Listen to the full interview below.
None of us have ever really been this close to her as the full-fledged superstar that she is now. I think this is during the scene with the chairs. So it's like her and several other girls, and they all have these short skirts on or dresses, whatever, and they're all dancing seductively on the chair. They've got a leg up on the chair, so you can kind of see the thigh and maybe a little bit of butt if you're staring hard enough. And Jay-Z calls and talks to one of her assistants. If I had to guess, it would be her cousin Angie that he would have talked to, because Angie has always been the right hand to Beyonce. And he's like, yeah, how's the video going? Oh, it's going good. Are the guys there? Yeah, they're there. You know, it's them and some of their homies. And we're the only, all of the guys that are with us are the only men there. Well, let's say this. There were other men there, but they weren't straight.
Sure.
So he's like, wait a minute, how many dudes are there? And so she's like, oh, it's about 9 or 10 guys, I guess, over there. Where are they now? They're in here. They're in the soundstage. They're kind of watching, watching her film. What is she wearing? They describe the outfit, and he's like, yo, clear the room.
Wow.
So they immediately come over to us, and they kick all of us out, send us up to our dressing rooms.
Wow.
And we're told to stay there until we have to shoot.
Okay.
We're not allowed to watch Beyonce dance anymore in the video. And so I guess Beyonce gets wind of the call. She comes up and she apologizes to us for having to, I'm so sorry you guys had to leave the room, but Jay's not comfortable. And we're like, no, we understand fully, right? We're like, no, it's no problem. We're happy.
When Jay-Z needed a hot feature for his and Dame's new artist, Emil, he called on Beyonce. This is 18-year-old Beyonce with 30-year-old Jay-Z on the video set for her song with Emil. He was already working his way in. After it was already public knowledge that R. Kelly married an underage Aaliyah and his SEX tape leaked with minors in 2002, Jay-Z went on to do 2 albums and a tour with R. Kelly all by 2004. Nas also revealed in an interview that Jay-Z knew R. Kelly had minors in the studio. Birds of a feather flock together. In a 2013 interview, Beyonce's Uncle Larry stated that Jay-Z was quote-unquote after Beyonce and that she wasn't, going on to suggest that Beyonce didn't find Jay-Z attractive. Larry saying that Jay-Z was after Beyonce, but she wasn't, speaks to him plotting to get Beyonce very young and very early on, and her not wanting any dealings with him. That speaks volumes. It goes on to say that Beyonce's uncle exposes family secrets, and Kelly Rowland started something when she revealed her true feelings about Beyonce on her new single Dirty Laundry. Because now one of Beyonce's uncles is doing the same thing by revealing Beyonce was forced into show business by Matthew Knowles and that she didn't really want to marry Jay-Z. On Beyonce, before becoming Mrs. Jay-Z, he was after her and she wasn't. She told me she wasn't too particularly fond of him. I would see him with her in pictures of them, and I heard rumors they were together, and she told me no. You know how women get that look like ill? I guess she wasn't attracted to him, but as long as he treats her well and makes her happy, that's all I ever wanted. He's okay with me. On Beyonce getting married, I was surprised she married him. I think she got tired of being alone. When you have as much money as she does, she has to be careful about people wanting her for her money. And apparently he had as much as she had. I don't think the family cared. Just that whatever he's doing, he's making money, and it made it okay. Beyonce visiting Jay-Z during his concert in 2001. Beyonce was only 19 years old here, while Jay-Z was 31 years old. They're already dating by this time, even according to Beyonce's own words. Posted a few tweets prior. Imagine how old she was when they actually started talking. And then Jay-Z comes along and he does an interview with Vanity Fair October 1st, 2013, where he spoke on his rags to riches story, wooing Beyonce and how Blue Ivy is his biggest fan. Jay-Z goes on to say that when he and Beyonce were both featured on the cover of Vanity Fair's 2001 music issue, we were just beginning to try to date each other. Try? Well, you know, you've got to try first. You got to dazzle, wine, and dine. He tells Robinson that, of course, he pursued Beyonce, and when asked if he hadn't been Jay-Z, say he had been a gas station attendant and she pulled up, would he have been able to date her? He responds, if I'm as cool as I am, yes. But she's a charming Southern girl, you know. She's not impressed, but I would have definitely had to be this cool. Jay confirms that the line on his latest album, She Was a Good Girl Till She Knew Me, is about Beyonce. And when Robinson asked if she's not a good girl anymore, Jay laughs saying, nah, she's gangsta now.
Think about Claudia Jordan right now. Claudia Jordan don't ever mention my fucking name. She mentioned it yesterday. Talking about why people are afraid to come forward. You mean like you?
You was Diddy girl. Corey was Jay-Z girl. Why don't you claim your friend?
So Jack, wouldn't you say?
When I say Corey, I'm talking about Kathy White.
Oh yeah, that's what I was about to ask.
Jay-Z's pregnant mistress, who died of an imaginary fucking aneurysm. Just like the woman who was best friends with Kim and Kimura, who wrote the book Bling and died as soon as it made the bestsellers list. Who the fuck was these people supposed to go to?
I really got questions, y'all. I got questions for Naomi Campbell, because girl, you was around Diddy and Kim Porter at the same time, and you still around to this very day, girl. What you know? Because it almost seems to me like you was happy to get Kim Porter out the way, because look at how you all up on Diddy. You must be one of them girls to smile in your friend's face and take her man behind her back. And we already know, girl, y'all was partying all the time. You was with him all the time. I really got questions for Mary J. Blige as well, because she ain't slick either. I really want to know. I feel like the people who know the most may be the ladies who were around at the time, and I'm talking Naomi Campbell, I'm talking Mary J. Blige, and I'm really definitely talking Lil Kim. Because honestly, y'all, my real opinion about Lil Kim is Lil Kim knows something about Biggie Smalls' death, y'all. She was just too distraught at his funeral and everything, and she really loved that man. And I really think that she knows something about Diddy, y'all, and the fact that maybe allegedly she's been withholding information that could brought the Notorious B.I.G. justice in his death, especially with society thinking that Diddy had something to do with it. Because in my personal opinion, you guys, Lil Kim has not been the same since. Because she was so beautiful, you guys, back in the 90s. And I just don't know where did it all go wrong, y'all?
B.I.G. He's a very fat brother. I mean, you know, if I may say.
How did they do that? And big, and as in.
No, not P-H-A-T. I mean F-A-T.
Well, he's fat to me at P-H-A-T.
No, you know what I mean. But I'm surprised you were attracted to such a heavy-set man.
To me, he was gorgeous. He was cute.
You liked the way he looked.
Yeah, I love you. I love you, Biggie, and I know he's in this room right now.
Really?
I love my baby. That was my baby. He's a beautiful person. If you knew Biggie,
that's what everybody says.
You and Biggie would get along very well.
Really?
Biggie was everything to me at that time, and you know, there was a lot of things that I told myself, you know, when he was alive. Things like, you know, I wouldn't be able to make it without him, or I couldn't live without him, and God showed me like, hell yeah, watch this. And he wanted to let me know that I was a strong young woman and I could do it. And that's what I want the people in the world to know, that I went through a lot.
I'm super blessed. Yeah. God loves me. I love him. Aww. I love God because, I mean, I feel like all of the trials and tribulations that I was put through, I wasn't even supposed to make it this far. I wasn't supposed to be here. I wasn't supposed to, you know, from going to jail, from losing a lot of people that I came in with, from, you know, being in situations that could have, you know.
Life-threatening.
Yes. And so, you know, I feel like I can never complain, you know. And no matter what, God always keeps me above water, always, and just keeps.
And you're still here, Kim.
Yeah.
And no matter what they say, to me, was a very uplifting record. And sometimes we need music that is gonna make us happy. There's a lot of music that you just walk around and eat, especially hip hop music. You're like, yeah, what, you want to fight? I wanted to make some music that, you know, we could party to. And I wanted to go into clubs after being away for 3 years and actually have fun off of my first single. Notorious K.I.M. is on a whole bunch of wavelengths. And I want every race of people to go and buy this out.
So, my mom, when she was younger, I'm going to try to find some pictures too. She looked just like Diana Ross. So, I love to watch Lady Sing the Blues. I love the outfits and stuff she used to wear and everything she did. So, I kind of always had that over-the-top diva kind of thing. But I've just always been a fashionista. I've always known which sneakers were hot, what new sneakers were coming out, what new Ralph Lauren sweatshirt or sweatsuit was going to be the bomb. And I would wear them to school, and everyone would be like, where did you get those sneakers? They don't have those in the stores yet. Where did you get...
I come off is what makes me so different than other rappers. So it's like everyone sees that. A lot of times they're looking for, you know, what I'm going to have on. And a lot of times they're also looking for a bigger person. When they see me, it's like, that's Lil Kim. But a lot of people say that about me. They have this perception of me that when they meet me or when they see me, I'm going to be like 20 pounds heavier, 5 inches tall.
I don't know, y'all. Word in these social media streets is allegedly the feds are offering people immunity deals if they come out and speak against P. Diddy and anybody else who is incriminated in this situation with federal authorities. And just like Dame Dash been saying, you guys, I really feel like Aaliyah is the key piece to all of this. Because y'all remember what happened with Aaliyah and R. Kelly. I feel like after news broke of what R. Kelly did to Aaliyah and everybody heard what was going on with Aaliyah, that Jay-Z and Diddy would have left Aaliyah alone. Because at that point, it really looked like all of y'all used Aaliyah in the same way. Or at least tried to. Everybody except for Dame Dash. But no, they seen what R. Kelly was doing with Aaliyah and they thought that they could do it too and get away with it. And Jaguar said, hell no. Aaliyah said, hell no. Aaliyah said, hell no. Aaliyah said, hell no. Kim Porter for sure said, hell no. Kathy White said, hell no. But God said,
I think it's time for us to address the elephant in the room. R. Kelly was the first corporately sponsored pedophile. Everybody knew.
Once it came out on R. Kelly, Jay-Z fled the scene.
The point was he knew all the time.
For 20 years, Jay-Z refused to speak out against R. Kelly, but his former partner, Dame Dash, won't stay silent.
Aaliyah is key to everything. Aaliyah and I were very serious. We talked about getting married, so I know exactly what went on.
She would be like, no, that's a bad man.
R. Kelly did indeed marry his protege, the 15-year-old singer Aaliyah Houghton.
Like, Aaliyah was like the sacrificial lamb for all that.
22-year-old rising star Aaliyah has been killed in a horrific plane crash.
It's a pain that you couldn't understand.
It changed you, turned you into a monster.
When Dame was at his lowest, Jay committed the ultimate betrayal.
I had so much trust in my brother, but he did things that I thought he would never do. So what you think I felt all these years?
For 20 years, R. Kelly's power protected him.
At that time, we did not look hard enough.
Remember Aaliyah's album cover? Age ain't nothing but a number. Sitting back there like Perv Master.
I mean, I wasn't there. You know, I ain't have nothing to do with that.
They made a song together called Not Guilty. Anybody that knows what happened to my girl that with me should not be home.
Even as new allegations came out, Jay looked the other way. Kelly is accused of videotaping himself having sex with an underage girl. Prosecutors maintain the girl in the video was as young as 13 when it was made.
I mean, I wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know that. I know I ain't have nothing to do with it.
Chess and checkers is an MF for y'all because all of the bosses got knocked off and the last one standing was 50 Cent, y'all, with not a stain on them. I'm sorry, you guys. However, this video is too long. I have to stop it right here. So I will see you guys in part 2 to be continued.
So long, sleeping from sofa to sofa. Now I'ma step on these little bitty bitches. Here's some brand new Gucci low, some Gucci walking. I got tired of eating Big Mama's chicken. Now it's business when I walk out.